In the quaint town of Crescendo Springs, there lived a renowned musician named Evelyn Harper. From the tender age of 5, when she first touched the keys of a piano, it was evident that music flowed through her veins. Over the years, Evelyn's virtuosity on the piano had become legendary, and her compositions resonated with the hearts of audiences worldwide. Her life was a symphony, each note a testament to her passion and dedication to the art she loved. As the years passed, Evelyn's fame soared, and her name became synonymous with musical brilliance. She collaborated with orchestras, performed in prestigious venues, and earned accolades that adorned her walls like musical notes on a staff. However, as fate would have it, the crescendo of Evelyn's life was about to face an unexpected diminuendo. One day, after a routine checkup, Evelyn received a diagnosis that would shatter the very foundation of her existence. A degenerative neurological condition had taken residence in her body, and the doctors predicted a gradual decline in her motor skills, robbing her of the ability to play the piano, the very essence of her being. The news struck Evelyn like a dissonant chord, sending shock waves through her once harmonious life. The realization that the one thing she held most dear was slipping away became an unbearable burden. The notes that once danced beneath her fingertips now threatened to escape her grasp forever. In the face of this cruel twist of fate, Evelyn made a decision that echoed the resilience of a fortissimo. Instead of succumbing to despair, she resolved to compose her magnum opus, a grand masterpiece that would encapsulate the entirety of her musical journey. This final composition would be her swan song, a poignant farewell to the art that had defined her existence. Evelyn retreated to her secluded mansion, overlooking a serene lake, surrounded by towering trees that whispered tales of time. In the solitude of her studio, she began to weave together melodies that mirrored the tapestry of her life. Each note was a brushstroke, painting the canvas of her emotions, from the vibrant highs of success to the melancholic lows of impending loss. Days turned into nights, and Evelyn's fingers moved with a desperate urgency, driven by an impending deadline imposed not by a concert hall, but by the relentless march of her own mortality. Her composition unfolded like chapters of a novel, each movement revealing a different facet of her soul. As the music flowed, so did the tears. Evelyn grappled with the bittersweet realization that this creation, her opus, was a reflection of not only her love for music, but also a poignant confrontation with mortality. The piano keys, once an extension of herself, now became a battleground where she fought against the encroaching darkness. Her journey was not without challenges. As the degenerative condition progressed, Evelyn faced moments of frustration and despair. Yet, with an unwavering spirit, she pressed on, determined to complete her opus before the final note slipped through her weakening grasp. Word of Evelyn's magnum opus spread like wildfire through the musical community. Musicians, critics, and fans alike awaited the unveiling of this swan song with a mixture of anticipation and sorrow. The world recognized the rarity of witnessing a mastercraft, their final masterpiece, a composition that would transcend the confines of notes on a staff. Finally, the day arrived when Evelyn, with a mixture of frailty and grace, took the stage for one last performance. The auditorium was filled with a palpable sense of reverence as she positioned herself at the piano. The lights dimmed, and the first notes of her magnum opus filled the air, carrying the weight of a lifetime's passion. The composition was a symphony of emotions, a musical autobiography that transcended language and touched the hearts of all who listened. Evelyn's fingers, guided by muscle memory and sheer determination, danced across the keys in a final act of defiance against the encroaching shadows. As the last notes resonated, the audience sat in stunned silence, moved by the beauty of a farewell that transcended the limitations of mortal existence. Evelyn, exhausted and fragile, bowed to a standing ovation. The applause, a thunderous tribute to a life dedicated to art. In the days that followed, Evelyn Harper passed away, leaving behind a legacy that echoed through the annals of musical history. Her magnum opus, now immortalized in recordings and sheet music, became a symbol of the indomitable spirit that refuses to be silenced by the inevitability of mortality. Crescendo Springs, once the backdrop of Evelyn's life, now stood as a testament to the enduring power of passion and the pursuit of one's life's work. The lake reflected the moonlit silhouette of her mansion, where the keys of a grand piano remained untouched, but resonated in the hearts of those who had witnessed the final crescendo of a musical soul. Years passed since Evelyn Harper's final performance, and Crescendo Springs had transformed into a pilgrimage site for music enthusiasts from around the world. The mansion overlooking the lake had become a museum dedicated to the life and legacy of the renowned musician. Tourists walked through the halls, gazing at photographs capturing Evelyn's journey, and paused in hushed reverence before the grand piano that had witnessed the creation of her magnum opus. Evelyn's magnum opus, titled Ephemeral Elegy, had taken a life of its own. Orchestras and soloists, inspired by the profound emotions embedded in the composition, sought to breathe life into the notes that once flowed from Evelyn's fingers. Concert halls echoed with the haunting beauty of her final masterpiece, ensuring that her music remained an eternal presence in the world. Among those profoundly impacted by Evelyn's legacy was a young and talented pianist named Clara Reynolds. Growing up in Crescendo Springs, Clara had idolized Evelyn since childhood. The music that once resonated through the town became Clara's inspiration, guiding her to pursue a career in classical piano. As Clara matured as an artist, she felt an undeniable connection to Evelyn's story. The mansion had become her sanctuary, a place where she could immerse herself in the echoes of the past and draw inspiration for her own compositions. Little did Clara know that the spirit of Evelyn Harper would weave its way into her life in a way that transcended mere admiration. One fateful day, Clara discovered a forgotten manuscript tucked away in a dusty corner of the mansion's library. It was an unfinished composition, a sequel of sorts to Evelyn's magnum opus. The notes on the yellowed pages seemed to beckon Clara, whispering tales of a musical journey left incomplete. Determined to honor Evelyn's legacy, Clara took it upon herself to bring the unfinished masterpiece to life. She dedicated countless hours to deciphering Evelyn's intentions, infusing her own artistry into the gaps left by the legendary musician. The process became a deeply personal pilgrimage, a continuation of the story that had captured the world's imagination years ago. As Clara worked tirelessly on the composition, the town of Crescendo Springs rallied behind her. Musicians, historians, and even the locals became part of this collaborative effort to complete what Evelyn had started. The mansion, once a silent witness to a musical farewell, now echoed with the sounds of creativity and determination. News of Clara's endeavor spread far and wide, rekindling interest in Evelyn Harper's legacy. The world watched with bated breath as the young pianist brought the sequel to life. The premiere of Harmony Reclaimed, as Clara aptly named the composition, was a global event, attended by admirers, critics, and fellow musicians who had followed Evelyn's story. The performance was a triumph, a seamless blend of Clara's artistic prowess and Evelyn's unfulfilled vision. As the final notes lingered in the air, there was a collective sense of closure, as if Evelyn's spirit had found peace through Clara's dedication. Clara's career soared to new heights, and Crescendo Springs became a hub for aspiring musicians drawn by the town's rich musical history. The mansion, now expanded into a full-fledged conservatory, nurtured young talents, who in turn carried the torch of Evelyn's legacy. As the years passed, the story of Evelyn Harper and Clara Reynolds became intertwined, a testament to the enduring power of music and the profound impact one artist could have on another. The town of Crescendo Springs continued to thrive as a vibrant center of musical innovation, ensuring that the notes of the past resonated through the symphony of the future. And so, the legacy of Evelyn Harper, initially threatened by the cruel hand of fate, found a new chapter in the hands of a passionate young artist. In the grand tapestry of music, the journey from a renowned musician's swan song to an aspiring artist's triumph became a timeless melody, echoing through the hearts of those who believed in the enduring magic of Crescendo Springs. Decades passed since the triumphant premiere of Harmony Reclaimed, and the legacy of Evelyn Harper and Clara Reynolds continued to cast a long shadow over Crescendo Springs. The town had evolved into a haven for musicians, a place where the echoes of the past mingled harmoniously with the aspirations of the future. Clara Reynolds, now an esteemed professor at the Crescendo Springs Conservatory, dedicated her life to nurturing young talents. The mansion, once Evelyn's solitary sanctuary, had transformed into a bustling center of artistic exploration. Clara, with unwavering devotion, became the matriarch of a musical family that spanned generations. Each note played within those hallowed walls, a tribute to the indomitable spirits of Evelyn and Clara. Among Clara's many students, there emerged a prodigious pianist named Alex Bennett. Gifted with an innate musicality and a burning passion for the art form, Alex's fingers danced across the keys with a brilliance that rivaled the legendary Evelyn Harper herself. The town couldn't help but draw parallels between the young virtuoso and the woman who had once shaped its musical landscape. However, fate, ever unpredictable, had a new twist in store. News arrived that Alex had been diagnosed with the same degenerative condition that had afflicted Evelyn. The cruel irony of history repeating itself sent shockwaves through Crescendo Springs, and a somber mood settled over the once vibrant town. Yet, in the face of adversity, Clara Reynolds refused to let despair cloud the collective spirit of Crescendo Springs. Inspired by Evelyn's resilience and her own experiences, Clara decided to embark on a new venture, a musical journey that would serve as a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. With Alex by her side, Clara set out to compose a symphony that encapsulated the struggles and triumphs of facing mortality. This new composition, tentatively titled Eternal Echoes, would be a collaborative effort, fusion of Clara's seasoned artistry and Alex's raw, untamed talent. The two musicians, separated by generations but bound by a shared destiny, poured their souls into every note, transcending the boundaries of time and space. The process was emotionally charged, a roller coaster of highs and lows as they grappled with the inevitability of Alex's diminishing abilities. Yet, with each setback, the duo found solace in the music they created, a poignant reminder that even in the face of loss, art could be a source of healing and redemption. As the composition took shape, Clara and Alex decided to involve the entire town in the performance. Crescendo Springs became a hive of artistic collaboration, with musicians, artists, and even the townspeople contributing their talents to the grand endeavor. The mansion, once the silent witness to Evelyn's farewell and Clara's triumph, now vibrated with the energy of collective creation. The premiere of Eternal Echoes became a global event, drawing musicians and enthusiasts from every corner of the world. The concert hall was filled to capacity, with an air of anticipation that mirrored the poignant journey encapsulated in the composition. As Clara and Alex took the stage, the room hushed into a reverent silence. The opening notes of Eternal Echoes emanated from the piano, carried by an orchestra that seemed to breathe as one. The music told a story of struggle, acceptance, and ultimately, transcendence. Alex's fingers, though touched by the cruel hand of fate, danced across the keys with a grace that defied the limitations of the physical world. As the final movement reached its crescendo, Clara and Alex shared a poignant glance, acknowledging the profundity of the moment. The audience erupted into thunderous applause, not just for the artistic brilliance displayed before them, but for the resilience and courage embodied by these two musicians, who had dared to confront mortality through their art. In the aftermath of the performance, Crescendo Springs became a symbol of hope and inspiration. Eternal Echoes resonated not only through concert halls, but also through the hearts of those who had witnessed its creation. The legacy of Evelyn Harper, Clara Reynolds, and now Alex Bennett continued to shape the destiny of the town, proving that even in the face of life's harshest challenges, the pursuit of art could transcend the boundaries of time and leave an everlasting imprint on the tapestry of existence. As the years rolled on, Crescendo Springs remained a beacon for artists seeking refuge in its rich musical history. The mansion, now a living testament to the resilience of its inhabitants, stood proudly overlooking the lake, where the echoes of the past intertwined seamlessly with the eternal melodies of the future. The story of Evelyn Harper, Clara Reynolds, and Alex Bennett became a legend, a narrative that transcended generations, reminding the world that the pursuit of art could be a powerful force capable of transforming tragedy into timeless beauty.